Alright, so we just got the news here yesterday that 6 Days in Fallujah is releasing onto Steam this month. What is surprising for me, however, is that it's going to early access. I have a lot of thoughts on this impending release, so stick around, leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. My name is Big Fry. Let's get into it. So for those who are unaware, 6 Days in Fallujah is a 4-player tactical FPS set in the 2004 Battle of Fallujah, being developed by Highwire Games and published by Victura. It was originally cancelled way back in 2009 due to the controversy of being a game set in such a brutal conflict that was still fresh in people's minds. But it's back and releasing on June 22nd, 2023, but surprisingly, it's releasing into early access. Now, we don't know the launch price of the game, but we do have some details on their early access plans. So, when asked why early access, the Steam page reads that 6 Days offers a robust and compelling co-op experience with 4 missions that can be played by up to 4 human players and are set in urban maps that are generated procedurally each time the game is played. So, we have 4 missions that can be replayed as many times as humanly possible, as every environment has procedurally generated interiors that change your tactics each time. Now, I've covered this in a previous video, so you can watch that if you want to get caught up. When asked how long the game will be in early access, the developers have stated that they expect 6 Days to be in early access for a little more than 12 months. Please see the roadmap, which describes additional content that they plan to release during early access. And honestly, I'll believe it when I see it. The game looks incredible, but I know that games take a while, and as you add more content, things can get complicated. The developers' plans for their early access release include things like a complete single-player story campaign that recreates true stories of Americans and Iraqis during the battle, as well as a robust special operator mode, more player roles, more co-op missions, and AI-controlled teammates. They plan to introduce many of those components one by one throughout early access. I mean, just reading that, in my opinion, 12 months won't be enough time to get all of those in there unless these features are already well underway, which might be the case. Either way, take all the time you need to get it done. As long as updates are consistent and we're not waiting months or even years on end for it, I think people will be happy. The devs believe the game is mostly stable right now. They say think of it as a late-stage beta. It's likely technical issues will get discovered as the game is played by many more people during early access, and they intend to address those issues promptly once discovered, and obviously the game's price will increase as development goes on. I'm noticing more and more content creators getting access to the game. Guess my channel was left off a list there. But seriously, I do look forward to playing the game at launch. I'll most likely be streaming the game over on Twitch and getting you guys as much gameplay as I can. I have some ideas for some pretty cool content as long as the game is stable at launch. Now let's talk about this 4 mission thing. Personally, this is all going to come down to pricing. For whatever reason, I just have a feeling that this game is going to be priced at $39.99, which for 4 missions in a game that the developers describe as in late game beta, it might be a little bit too high for some people, but again, it's total speculation. If they can hit a price point that, in my opinion, under $29, that would be the sweet spot for hitting the market. 4-player co-op, meaning your friends can jump in. If it's $24.99 to $29.99, I actually think they'd be in business. We just saw Starship Troopers launch at $24.99, and it's taken off like gangbusters, with the game peaking at over 16,000 players at launch. I mean, just off of those numbers, you're looking at easily $250,000 in profit minimum, and that doesn't even include the people who bought it and haven't played it yet or bought it after that initial surge. They're doing fantastic. I'm honestly really looking forward to this release with the procedural generated levels, the detail in the visuals, and just another co-op game to sink some time into. I'm in. One thing I'm still worried about is the amount of content for whatever that price is going to be, but with that procedural generation, I think you can get a bit more time out of it than, say, a game like Ready or Not that has more static design maps. Hopefully. I obviously wish the team luck, and I hope the launch goes as smooth as it can, and I wish them plenty of success with the title. Lord knows we need more co-op tactical games at this level of quality, and I think we're all going to have a lot of fun with this one. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited for 6 Days in Fallujah? Are you picking it up at launch, or are you waiting a little bit after to kind of see how everything plays out? Let's have a conversation down below, and while you're down there, leave a like on the video, subscribe for more FPS content just like this. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you in Fallujah.